Hello children, I greet you all. It's been a long time. You're most welcome to this wonderful lesson of today. We are going to have a lesson, but before we start, since it's been a long time since we last met, we need to first have some information about the COVID-19. This dangerous disease that has made us miss each other for quite a long time. COVID-19 is real. We still need to know, we still need to take precautions so that we don't get sick. So children, we are aware you are at home, but in case you're going out where there are many people, you need to wear a mask. You can wear a mask and make sure you hold it the proper way. Then close your mouth and nose like that. If not, you can use a face shield, which is also very good. It can protect you against the dangers of COVID-19. Secondly, if you reach in an area where you cannot find water to wash your hands very well, you can use a sanitizer. I'm sure most of you must be having sanitizers. So make sure if you cannot access water, use a sanitizer, especially after touching those surfaces where the virus can be formed. So after that message, today we are going to have a mathematics lesson. And we are going to study about operation on numbers. Operation on numbers. So we are very well aware that we have 4 major operations in mathematics. And these operations are one. The first operation is addition. The second operation is subtraction. The third one is multiplication. And the fourth operation is division. So those are the 4 major operations on numbers. And today we are going to look at the first operation on numbers, which is addition. Over time, we add in our daily life. We have been adding right from nursery, from P1, P2, P3, but we are going to keep on adding on. And today, we are going to look at addition of whole numbers without regrouping, and addition of whole numbers with regrouping. So, we shall start with addition of whole numbers without regrouping. We have some 2 or 3 examples, and then we do addition of whole numbers with regrouping. We get some 2 examples, and we do an activity. The reason why I'm doing it like this is that we've been adding, and adding continuously. So today, we are going to look at addition of whole numbers without regrouping and with regrouping. we are adding whole numbers without regrouping, it means that the sum of all the numbers we shall get will not be exceeding a one-digit number. The one-digit numbers are 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So it means that whichever numbers you add, they will give you a sum not exceeding one-digit number. For example, you can have an example. Example number 1. We have such an example workout. They are asking you to find a total of 305 and 282. So there's some vocabulary that we need to know, or which we already know, but I need to remind you that we use in addition, whereby we use vocabulary like sum, total, all together. Those are words that the moment you look at them, you know you are supposed to add. So we are going to work out this example and bearing in mind the concept of place value. We must add following the place values of the numbers that we are given. So we have 305. 5 is in the ones place value, 0 is in the tens place value, and 3 is in the hundreds place value. So we are going to add 282. So in 282, this last 2 is in the ones place value, 8 is in the tens place value, and 2 is in the hundreds place value. The operation we are carrying out is addition, so we must indicate the addition sign. Then we add. We are going to add, but following the place values of these digits. So when we are adding, our side work, or the working should be in the ones we have there 5 plus 2. And what is 5 plus 2? 5 plus 2 is 7. So we write our 7 under the ones place value. That's why I said that the sum you get must not be exceeding one-digit number. 7 is a one-digit number, so we write it in the ones place value. So in the tens place value, we have there 0 plus 8. 0 plus 8. And 0 plus 8 gives us 8. So in the tens place value, we shall write our 8. Lastly, in the hundreds place value, we have there 3 plus 2. And 3 plus 2 gives us 5. So we write 5 in the hundreds place value. And this comes out to be our answer, or our sum. So this is an example of adding whole numbers without regrouping. Without regrouping, most of you have always known it that it is without carrying. But we cannot carry numbers. We just regroup. We regroup only when we have more than 2 place values. But in this case, all digits are having 1 place value. So that is our first example. That is our first example. Example number 2. have an example which is in form of a word problem. We don't want to call them problems. In fact, they are word-related questions. When we say word problems, some of you think problems. So you fear them. They are not problems, but they are word-related questions. So this is a word-related question. Mommy has 69 goats and Daddy has 40 goats. How many goats do they both have? Daddy has 69 goats and Daddy has 40 goats. How many goats do they both have? So we shall say Daddy has 69 goats. Write that word goats there. You don't need to forget the units. And Mommy has 40 goats. Be mindful of the press values. Be mindful of the press values. Make sure that each digit is written in its proper press value. And since we are looking for how many goats both of them have, so we must add them. Make sure you show the sign of operation, the addition sign here. And these are also goats. Then we add. We add. Starting from the 1's place value, 9 plus 0 is 9. 6 plus 4 is 10. So it is a two-digit number, but since it is the last one, we can write it. So they both have 109 goats. We say both have 109 goats. That is example number 2. And these two examples, both of them reflect addition without regrouping. Addition, where the total or where the sum is giving us a one-digit number. Now, we are going to have 2 more examples where the sum is giving us a 2-digit number. And that is addition with regrouping. Addition with regrouping. Example number 1. If we are given such a question, it is asking us to add, but somewhere we are going to regroup. Somewhere we are going to get an answer or a sum which is a 2-digit number. So I want us to look at how we can deal with such. 832 plus 138. Write it vertically according to the place values. 832. 2 is in the 1's place value, 3 is in the 10's place value, and 8 is in the 100's place value. So 128, 8 is in the 1's place value, 2 is in the 10's place value, and 1 is in the 100's place value. And then add. If we start adding along the ones, we shall find that we have 2 plus 8. And what is 2 plus 8? 2 plus 8 gives us 10. Now look at this 10. 10 is a 2-digit number. If we write 10, it has ones and tens. So you cannot write the whole number in one place value. So what do? We regroup. So if we write 10 down here, we have ones and tens. So the digit which is in the ones is 0. That's what we shall write. And that is what we call regrouping. So we are writing the digit which is in the ones place value, and we are regrouping or taking this one to the digits which are in the tens place value, and you write it there. In fact, you are supposed to write it there in a pencil or in a different color so that you don't forget it. So we are regrouping it, taking it to the other place values of the tens. Then we continue adding. So now in the tens place value, we have there this one plus 3 and then plus 2, which gives us 6. So we shall have 6 in the tens place value. Then in the hundreds place value, we have there 8 plus 1. And 8 plus 1 gives us 9. So we shall write our 9 in the hundreds place value. That is our second example. And that is how we regroup. The moment you get a number, a sum, which is a 2-digit number, of course it cannot be more than a 3-digit number, it will be 1-digit number or 2-digit number. So you regroup and write according to the place values. So the last example is going to be a word-related problem, a word-related example on addition of whole numbers with regrouping. So we have a word-related question which reads there are 2,897 cows and 9,766 goats on a farm. How many animals are on the farm? Maybe it is somebody's farm and it has those cows and those goats. So we want to find out how many animals are on the farm. So we are going to arrange vertically these numbers and then we add them. We add them to get the total number of animals which are on the farm. So we shall have 2,897 cows. Be mindful of the place values, please, because the moment you misfire on place values, then it won't be easy for you. So we have the ones, tens, hundreds, and this is going up to thousands. So we still write the next number, which is 9,766. So 6 is in the ones, another 6 is in the tens, and 7 in the hundreds. Then we have 9 in the thousands. The operation we are carrying out is addition. And these are goats. So we are going to add cows and goats. Don't tell me that we shall get the answer as goats. No. We shall get the answer as animals. As animals. So you can even write it there, animals, before you add. So we start adding. In the ones we have 7 plus 6, and 7 plus 6 is 13. Now 13, this is in the ones and this is in the tens. So if we write 13 here, we shall write 3 and carry 1. So in the tens, we shall have there the 1 we carry plus 9 and plus 6. 1 plus 9 plus 6. 1 plus 9 is 10, and 10 plus 6 is 16. So we have 16 in the tens place value. We shall write 6 and still carry 1. In the hundreds, we shall have 1 plus 8 plus 7. 1 plus 8 is 9. And 9 plus 7 is 16 still. So we have 16 under the hundreds. 16. We write 6. Excuse me. We write 6 and carry 1. And lastly, the last place value, which is thousands, we shall have 1 plus 2 plus 9. 1 plus 2 plus 9. 1 plus 2 is 3. And 3 plus 9 is 12. So since it is the last number, the last digit here, so we can write the whole of it as 12. So our answer is 12,663 animals. So those are the animals which are on the farm. Those are the animals which are on the farm. Hoping that you have understood my explanation and my examples, I'm now going to give you an activity for you to try out. The activity will be following the examples that I've given you. I hope you perform well. Those are 3 numbers for you to try. Thank you. That's the end of our lesson. And secondly, I still remind you to stay conscious about the COVID-19, take precautions, follow the SOPs, avoid going where you are not supposed to go. If you must go to places where there are many people, make sure you put on your mask.